Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to calculate percentages. And it's a very important topic and also useful in day-to-day, transactions. And whenever you go to buy something and there's some discount, it will be helpful for you to find the percentage or which is the best buy option. In this video, we are also going to learn increase and decrease in percentages, which will be helpful. Let's say you want to sell off your old car, or you want to buy a new house, or you want to sell your old house. In these kind of calculations, it will be helpful for you to understand percentages. So without wasting time any further, let's do some maths. I hope you guys are ready to learn percentages now. It's a very important topic for IGCSE Mathematics. These kind of questions are asked in both like core and extended paper, in both the papers. So let's start. So today we are going to learn about basic, we are going to start from basic percentages, and we'll do some calculations. We'll frame our own questions and try to figure out how to calculate the percentage. Let's say we have to calculate, for example, if we have to calculate 30, I'll mark this as first one, we have to calculate 30% of 75. So first we have to understand the language. 30% can be written as 30 upon 100, 30% of means multiplication and then 75. We know that 75 upon 100 or is 3/4. So basically this is 3, this is 4. 30 by 4 is going to be actually 15 by 2. So this is, you can do the calculation, this is going to be 45 by 2, which is finally going to be 22.5%. Now these kind of questions are asked in both the paper, one calculator and non-calculator. So this is how we have to do calculations which are non-calculator based paper in the non-calculator based paper. And if there's any question like this, let's find out 23% of 723. Then we have to do 23% of 723. So in this case, manual calculation is difficult. So we'll do 23 divided by 100 multiplied by 723, and the answer is 166.29. This is 23% of 723. So this is how we calculate percentage. Sometimes we also have to find, we also see questions like this where it says find, let's say 30 as a percentage of 85. This means 30 is what percentage of 85, so we'll do 30 divided by 85 multiplied by 100. If you do this, you get 30 divided by 85 multiplied by 100. We will get 35.29. This is 35.29, or you can round up correct up to one decimal place, that is 35.3. So this is how we calculate the percentages. Now we are also going to learn about increase and decrease in percentage. There's a formula to find the increase and decrease in percentage. And at the end, we are also going to do a lot of questions, and at the end we are also going to do best buy options. So let's check this out. If you have to find the increase percentage, let's say the cost of a house. There's a house. And the cost of this house in 2025 is $75,000. And in 2026, there's a projection that it will increase by, let's say, 15%. So how will we calculate the increased value? So in this case, we have to do the calculation like this. See, the price into 2025 is already $75,000. It is going to increase by 15%. So we can calculate it like this: 75,000 plus additional 15% of $75,000, and we'll get the answer. Let's do it: 75,000 plus 15% of 75,000 And the answer is 86,250. This is how we calculate the increase percentage value. What's the percentage change formula? If we have to find the percentage change or percentage increase in this case, percentage increase is, so here it was $86,250 after this much increase. So percentage increase is increase value divided by original value. This fraction multiplied by 100. If you'll do this, you will get your percentage increase. Now we have already framed the question here. Consider this as the initial value, this as the final value. You'll get to know what's the difference, and that will be your increase value. And try to calculate the percentage increase. It should definitely come out as 15%. So with this, now we move on to percentage decrease. I hope this is clear to everyone. Percentage decrease formula is this. If you have to find the percentage decrease, it is uh, basically decrease in value divided by original value multiplied by 100. Use this formula and you'll get your decrease percentage. Decrease percentage is used basically in the cases where there's certain form of depreciation, like the price of a car. When you buy a new car and whatever the price is, let's say $30,000, after 2 years, after 5 years, there's decrease in value because of depreciation, wear and tear losses. So in those kind of cases, we use percentage decrease value to find the current value of that article. With this, let's start solving questions now. I suggest you should have a pen and paper and start solving questions with me, and that's how you'll be able to practice all the questions while watching the video. So question number 1, it says, Wine bought an engagement ring for Tracy. The total cost of the ring was $420 plus tax at 17%. Work out the cost of the ring. The cost of the ring, so the price is 420 and there's additional tax of 17%. That means we have to do 420 plus additional 17% of 420. So that is going to be how much? 420 plus 17% of 420, bracket close, and the answer is $491.4. This is the calculation. There's an easy way also. Why it is, see, this is very important to understand that this is what happening when, this is what we have to do while doing the calculation, that the original price is 420 and it is increased by 17%. There is a multiplier method. I'll write it here. There is a multiplier method also, with which the calculation will become very quick. So see, 420 is the price of 420 is the price of the ring, 420. So this you have to consider as 1, and now it is increased by 17%. 17%. So 17% is how much? 0.17. It is always like this because it is divided by, like, we have 2 zeros, so the decimal point will come here. So you add this 0.17 here, 1 plus 0.17. This is just for understanding. You can do this mentally very quickly. So 1.17 is the multiplying factor now with this. So you just simply have to multiply 420 with 1.17 and you will definitely get $491.4 again. Okay. So this is an easier method. But to understand that easier method, that we can calculate it this way also, you have to understand that this is the calculation which is happening in, like, in reality. This is what happening, and then you can definitely use the easier way as well. Let's move on to next question now. You can use any method. I have to show the calculation, so I might use maybe both or whichever I feel like. Second is, Wine invited 96 people to an engagement party. Okay, only 60 of the people invited came to the party. Express 60 as a percentage of 96. So Wine is doing a lot of parties. 60 as a percentage of 96. So 60 divided by 96 multiplied by 100 must be Bruce Wine. 60 divided by 96 multiplied by 100, which is 62.5 percentage. And that's the answer. Let's move on to next question. Question number 3. It says a doctor has 12,000 patients. 4560 of these patients are male. Out of 12,000, these many people are male. What percentage of these patients are female? So first of all, we have to figure out how many females are there. So for that, we have to do 12,000 minus 4560, and those many females are there. So let's say I'll write it here. So 12,000 minus 4560, which is 7440. 7440 females. And we have to find the percentage of females, so that is going to be 7440 out of 12,000 multiplied by 100, and that's how we'll get the percentage of females. So this divided by 1,200,000 multiplied by 100, and the answer is 62 percentage. 62 percentage of the patients are female. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 4. It says Emma buys a house for £201,500. She sells the house for £213,590. Calculate the percentage profit Emma makes. Emma is definitely going to make profit because the initial price was, the price at which she bought the house was 201,500, and she sold it for a higher price. So definitely there's some profit. So let's calculate. So profit percentage is actually profit divided by the cost price multiplied by 100. So what's the profit? Profit is 213,590 minus 201,500 and divided by the cost price 210,500, and this fraction multiplied by 100, and we'll get our answer. So let's do this. 213,590 minus 201,500 divided by 201,500 multiplied by 100, and the answer is 6. So she's going to make 6% profit, and that's the answer. Let's move on to the next question now. Question number 5. It says last year Victoria paid £354 for her car insurance. This year she has to pay $329 for her car insurance. Work out the percentage decrease in her car insurance. So percentage decrease, we have to find the percentage decrease. Just a second. We have to find the percentage decrease. So that is decrease value upon initial value multiplied by 100. So decrease in value is 354 minus 329. That's the decrease, divided by initial value, that was 354, multiplied by 100, and that's how you'll get your answer. 354 minus 329 divided by 354 multiplied by 100, and the answer is 7.06. That's the percentage decrease? 7.06 percentage. And that's the answer. Let's move on to the next question now. Question number 6, it says, in 2000, the world population was 6.1 billion. In 2015, the world population was 7.3 billion. Work out the percentage increase in population. So we have to find the percentage increase in this case. Percentage increase, that is going to be increase divided by initial value multiplied by 100. So increase is 7.3 minus 6.1 billion divided by, initially it was 6.1 billion, multiplied by 100. So increase is 7.3 minus 6.1 divided by initial value, that is 6.1, multiplied by 100, and that is 19.67. 19.67 is the increase percentage. Let's move on to next question. I hope you guys are solving it. I also suggest while doing each and every question, you can pause the video. You see the question, pause the video, try to solve it, and then check your answer. The price of TV is 260 pounds. In the sale, the price is decreased by 20%. Work out the price of the TV in the sale. So the price is 260 pounds. It decrease in percentage decrease, or you can say discount is 20%. Work out the TV price. So the cost of TV is going to be 260 minus 20% of 260. That's going to be 260 minus 20 upon 100 into 260. Do this calculation and you will get your answer. That's going to be 260 minus 20% of 260, that is 208. So the TV is going to cost 208 pounds. Okay, how can we do this with multiplier method? So with the multiplier method, because it is 20%, I'll explain you this here. 260, you have to keep it as 1, and you have to, there's a decrease, right? That means you have to minus 20%. 20% is 0.2. This 0.2 you have to subtract from 1, 0.2. So that's going to be 0.80. This is your multiplier value. So you multiply 260 with 0.8 and you will get your answer. 260 multiplied by 0.8 and you will get your 208 as the final answer. This is known as multiplier method, which is used to find the value in case of percentage increase and decrease. You can use whichever method you want to use. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. It says the volume of juice in a can is increased from 250 ml to 350 ml. Calculate the percentage increase. So what's the increase? Increase is 330 minus 250. So that's 330 minus 250, that's 80. Increase is 80 ml. Percentage increase is going to be increase, that is 80, divided by initial value, that is 250, multiplied by 100. When we will do this, we'll get our answer. So 80 multiplied by 100 divided by 250, and the answer is 32. So the increase percentage is 32%. I hope this is clear to everyone and you guys are understanding the calculation. Let's move on to question number 9 now. It says Richard buys a car for 13,500 pounds and he sells the car at 9,500. Work out the Richard percentage loss. Percentage loss is equals to loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100. What is the loss? The loss is 13500. The cost price minus the selling price, which is 9500. divided by cost price, that is 13500, and this fraction multiplied by 100. So let's do this calculation. 13500 minus 9500 divided by 13500 multiplied by 100, and that's how we will get 29.63 percentage. So this is the loss percentage in this case where Richard sold the car for 9,500 pounds. I hope this is clear to everyone. Let's move on to question number 10 now. It says the average house price in London in 2017 was this much. The average house price in London in 2018 was this much. Calculate the percentage change in the house prices between 2017 and 18. Between 2017 and 18, we can see that it has decreased 474902 to 469538. That means we have the change is decrease, right? So we have to calculate the decrease percentage, or you can say percentage change. This is decrease basically. So we can do percentage decrease, that is decrease, which is 474902 minus 469538 divided by the initial value, which was 474902, this fraction multiplied by 100, and that's how you will get your answer. So 474902 minus 469538 divided by 474902 multiplied by 100, and we are getting 1.13 percentage. So that's the decrease in percentage. Let's check the next question, and now we have best buy options. Best buy option question. It says water is sold in two sizes: 1 gallon 85p, 2 gallons 1.72p. Which is the better value for money? You must show your working. So we already have the price for 1 gallon, but here in the first case, let's say this is the first case, this is the second case. In the first case, we already have the value for 1 gallon. In the second case, we have the value for 2 gallons. So we will use the unitary method here. We'll try to figure out what's the price for 1 gallon in the second case. So for the second case, we have 2 gallons price. So cost of 1 gallon is going to be the price, which is 1.72 divided by 2. 1.72 divided by 2 is how much? 1.72 divided by 2 is 0.86. 0.86 pounds. That means 86p, right? Because this was 1.72 pounds. So this is 0.86 pounds, that is 86p. But this is for 85. That means the first option with 85p is the best buy. This is the better value for money. We can write 1 gallon at 85p is the better value for money. The better value for money. And now I have one more question. Question number 12. So let's try to figure out this one. After this, I have a challenge question for you guys. So let's do this one and then I'll give you the challenge question. It says a supermarket is offering the following two deals on bags of rice. Deal A. What is deal A? There's deal B as well. So let me write it here. Deal A, 5 kg bag for 450 at 10% discount. And deal B is 2 kg bag for 190 rupees with 5% discount. Which deal offers the better value for money per kilogram? That means we have to calculate per kilogram value. amount for each case. So we have 5 kg for 5 kg for 450 and 10% is discount. So let's find out what will be the price for 1 kg. 1 kg will be 450 divided by 5, so 590. So this is the cost is going to be 90 per kg, but there's additional 10% discount. So the final price after 10% discount is going to be 90 minus 10% of discount. So 10% of 90 is 9. So 90 minus 9, that is going to be 81 rupees. 81 rupees per kg. This is in first case. Let's check the second case now, or deal B. It says 2 kg of bag for 190. 2 kg of bag for 190 and with additional 5% discount. So let's find the 1 kg price. So 1 kg is going to be 190 divided by 2. So the cost is going to be 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are 18, carry 1, 2 fives are 10, 95. Yeah, but there's additional 5% of discount. So let's check what will be the final price. Final price will be 95 minus 5 percentage. 5 percentage. So I should calculate the 5 percentage first. What is 5 percentage of 95? 5 divided by 100 of 95, that is 4.75. So minus 4.75. So that is going to be 90.25 per kilogram. So definitely deal A is the better value for money per kilogram, because in deal A we are getting the rice at 81 rupees per kilogram, and in deal B we are getting uh, it for the price of 90.25 per kilogram. So deal A is the best buy option or better value for money per kilogram. With this, now I have a challenge question for you guys. You can take a screenshot or you can solve the question and then write your answer in the comment section. Let's see how many of us get the correct answer. With this, we are done with percentage calculation. If this video was helpful for you and you learn percentage, do consider it sharing it with your friends so that they can also learn it, and also subscribe the channel so that you can get these kind of content whenever I'll post. So with this, we are done with the video. Bye everyone.